Okay, so this is video instruction about keys, locks, fridges, freezers, and cupboards to set Laura up for success. So we're going to start with explaining why Laura has locks on her food cupboard and her fridge and her freezers. So we have locks. Keyed locks. They're all the same. They have the same key for these two locks and the lock on your chest freezer. And why do we have locks on here? What would happen if there was no lock on the freezer?
So I want to be independent and not so much dependent from my mom and dad and my supporters in my PSW, because my big goal is to be independent as much as possible and one day have the keypad locks off.
But right now we have them on because
if I don't, then I'm going to be in trouble and all food's going to be disappearing and my mom will have to be called and texted. I don't want to have to be the one that calls all the time and whatever.
Right. So if the locks are not on here, then you'll go in there and you'll eat the food, or you'll cook the food and throw it in the garbage, or the food will disappear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want that. We want to set you up for success. So this is the fridge, of course, the fridge freezer, and there's a chest freezer. So now I'm just going to show you where we go to get the keys. So the keys are in the where are they, the keys, Laura?
The jelly cupboard.
In the jelly cupboard. And what is this about?
It says do not turn back on open cupboard, leave open or unlocked. The reason my mom puts these...
If this was unlocked and I turned my back, what would you do?
I would go in.
And you would what? Would you take something out of there?
Yeah, very, very non-success. My mom being so upset and my heart be so broken because I set myself up for failure.
Right. So this is the combination for the lock, and Laura doesn't have the ability to do a combination lock. So that's why we can have the numbers out here. So once we get it open, the keys for, okay, so there's two keys here, and there's one key that's marked jelly cupboard, and that is for down here, this one. That one opens this one where extras of stuff are kept, overflow. And then all of the stuff that Laura has, like cupboard stuff that is non-refrigerated, is kept up here, and then extras are down there. So this key is kept right there. Okay, so now I've got the key for, and it says right there, it says one key fits all.
And then it says please ensure locks are fastened, double check, then turn the knob.
Yep, we want to make sure after we lock it that we turn it around like that and check it, make sure it's locked. All right, so now this is the key for the fridge, and so it opens both of these, and now I'm going to show you where the chest freezer is. So the chest freezer is in here. Excuse the mess. And it uses, of course, the same key. And I guess the big thing to know is that when you come in here to get food out, it's really important anywhere. It's really important that as soon as you take the food out, the locks go right back on. Because otherwise we're setting you up for
Success.
No, if we leave the locks off, we're setting you up for
Failure.
If we put the locks on, we're setting you up for
Success.
success. That's right. All right, so then the next thing to show is how, after we get your food out for the day, so what we would do is we have a meal plan, which we can go into another time, but we follow the meal plan. We go into the freezer
And fridge.
and the fridge and the cupboard, and we just go in and we pick out the things that we want. Like, for instance, this is sausages, and it'll tell you all about how many are in there and what they're for and everything. So you pick that out, you pick out all the things that you need, and then we have a day fridge where Laura's food goes for the day. And this is her day fridge here. So you'll need to come around here. So after all of Laura's food is prepared for the day, her snacks, her milk, her supplements that are not these supplements, not these ones, the pills kind, but the other supplementation that is liquid, all goes in there for the day. And then on the days that Laura has support, her meal for the evening goes in here, and I'll show you what that looks like. So it goes in here so that Laura doesn't eat her dinner by 10 o'clock in the morning. So what we do is we have a little basket.
Like I usually do. And this is food basket for dinner. So the carrots, my salad.
Carrot and broccoli and your chicken and your extra for your evening snack. And that goes in the basket, and the basket goes in here. And then later on in the day, her supporter will take the stuff out of the locked fridge so she can have it at dinner time. So let's do a close. So, okay, so that's pretty much how we have to look after the keys, the locks, and the fridge and the freezer and everything else. The key thing is, if these things are unlocked, like this is unlocked right at the moment, and I'll bet you anything, Laura's just itching to open up that door and get in there and get stuff out of there, aren't you? So it's really important to have it locked right away. Don't ever turn your back on an unlocked fridge, freezer, or cupboard.
Like this, because I'm going to be in a failure. And then when she's my mom or someone leaves, and I know that this is unlocked, guess she gets called Mama, wah, 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 wah.